Let's turn down a little bit. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm sorry for missing last week or the last 2 weeks. I totally forget. It's been a little bit crazy. Just getting back in the swing of work. Going back to the office and stuff like that. Even though I have been working from home for that long, but it's just getting used to those things. And just sometimes weekends over here with it's a bit crazy. And I apologize for missing last week and not getting further at the Kerbal Space Station, but that was more just a side entertainment to what I really wanted to do. And I'm sure you probably hear it a little bit in the background. I need to stay committed to this one, and please hold me to it. But I really want to go back now that the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect is out. I really want to go back and replay it. It's a little bit of a joke with me because maybe it's my ADHD, that I'll start into this thing and get it started and then just like not ever be able to finish it and put it down and then something else draws my attention away. I'm very much like that. You probably notice a little bit of my streams with stuff on my Twitch where I'll jump between Cyberpunk, Dragon Age, and Kerbal, and now this. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into Mass Effect. It's one of my favorite games. I love it so much, and it's the one game that I'm sure for many of us, every time we hear the song, you know, the eventual music that's playing right now in the background, it's nostalgic. It brings back so much memories, and it literally gives me goosebumps. Just listening to the music of this thing impacts me emotionally so much, because for a lot of us, our shepherd is someone we lived with, we grew up with, we made relationships with. You know, we went through incredible events and life-changing experiences. You know, it's all through the game itself, but those things have impacts and emotions. And there was something special, especially for me, for Mass Effect when it first came out on the 360. At that time, I was still, oh gosh, I don't remember what it was, but it was a game that for myself, even as early as being like a closeted trans person, that being able to choose the female character and have her, you know, for me, emotionally, she was treated equal. I mean, she never looked as good as the male shepherd model did, but you know, Jennifer Hale's voice and her voice acting and the way that people treated her and the way she was a strong, powerful woman and someone I respected and someone I looked up to, and seeing her in the game and the voice and being the character and having the agency that Mass Effect gave me in a genre of space operas that I loved so much, was so unique at that time, and it impacted me so much. And the story and the world itself was a huge impact. I mean, it's something where I think many of us maybe understand, but it's like you are a huge agent of change in this world, but there's so much else going on that the narrative story writers the narrative exposes, that the whole universe, you are still just one small part of what's going on in this whole universe. There's a history, there's a lore, there's a past, and that's one thing like Destiny itself triggers with me, or resonates with me, I should say, is that feeling of being, while still being the agent of change, or the tool that brings it upon or affects everything a lot, you're still just one small player, one small person in a huge world that no matter how long you play or how much you research, you'll never fully get to the point of knowing everything. And that's cool. I think it's really, it brings much more weight and world to this thing. And it's special. And only a couple of games I think really reach that, and some try. I think for me, the space genre is one of those that really hits me personally as someone who always wanted to be the first female astronaut, or now the first trans would be fun. But as a kid I always wanted to go to space. I grew up watching Star Trek. I love Voyager so much. That's my favorite. That and Deep Space Nine. But that's a whole other story we can talk about later. But yeah, Mass Effect. It's one of those games where I think for a lot of us, especially for me, that it just hit the right time. And I've never given it the proper replay through, which is really crazy to think about. I, for as much as I love it, I have this not problem, but anxiousness about going back and replaying games that I have such fond memories of. I'm also a big proponent of things like where, I guess you could say letting bygones be bygones, but it's more than that. It's more about like knowing when to walk away from something, because maybe not knowing when to walk away is it's not the right way to say it, but just like I step away from things for fear of altering the memories and the emotions that I have, and losing those precious moments, and having those precious moments changed by newer experiences within the same game or book or movie. It's like there's a game that I was playing. It's beautiful, like just like $2 game or $3 game on Steam, about these two girls who fall in love and have a relationship, and the story, with the choices I chose, ended in a particular way that I don't know if it's actually would be different, but I'm happy about that. I'm satisfied. I'm content that even though I was crying my eyes out for how sad of an ending it is, I felt touched. I felt something precious about it that I never want to lose. And I don't want to rewrite that narrative in my mind, and that's a big fear thing. And I don't have to go back, but I think for some games like Mass Effect, where I can still be my Shepard, I can still be my FemShep, I can still be myself in this world. It's still possible. I shouldn't be afraid of that. I'm gonna go back and play Mass Effect and kind of see it again and relive some of those things that don't change. And that's the narrative, that's the story, that's the chance to get to know Liara again, and to experience that relationship that we had, and get a chance to see Thane and Garrus, who in my first playthrough or only playthrough through Mass Effect 2, we kind of got pretty far, and it's like him and Thane that were just like emotional characters and relationships to me. And I think I ultimately went with Thane, unfortunately, for Garrus, bless his heart. But yeah, so, and I'll be honest, I've never played Mass Effect 3. So I've only watched playthroughs on the internet, and so I would say a lot of the game's been spoiled, but for me, I'm not too worried about that. For a lot of things, whether it would be movies or it'd be something else, I don't find spoilers. It depends on the movie or the genre. For movie, for example, the game, like if the whole game rests on a spoiler, like that if you know it, it just kind of ruins everything. But I think it's indicative of just a bad storytelling, that everything hinges on this secret. A lot of it for me is that journey from getting to A to B. Everything happens in between. And my playthrough will be different from other people's playthrough. So my experiences and the way I do things, the way I evolve relationships, and the dialogue options I choose will be different, even though I will still arrive at the same decision in the end. I mean, especially for Mass Effect 2 was ending in all the choices I make through that game. I'm probably going to try and do as much as I can because I want to play as much as I can. I don't want to rush through this. It's going to take a long time. And I guarantee you I will be distracted. And not just because I have life with 2 kids. Just my own personal emotional states at certain times. But I want to make this game something that, as best I can, I'll come to as on a regular basis, at least a weekly basis. Here in the weekends, because that's the best time for me to spend an hour or two. So, let me jump in. I'm not going to bring my character over, and I think I'm going to start a whole new character. And I'm leaving this mic I shouldn't be doing it. I need to get a mic stand. Sorry, guys. I'll turn the gain up a little bit so you hear me a little bit better. But I don't want you to be hearing my keyboard this much. So I may turn the gain down a little bit during the gameplay. But let me know if things are too loud. Right now I have the game volume overall. I'm gonna mix it turned down a little bit just to be softer. But let's start, and let's see how far we get past the character creating. I might just go the normal film chat because Mass Effect's one of those games where the default characters look so good, and the characters you create the creator just never look as good. Sorry. I'm gonna have some of my milk coffee. Alright, let's go. And yell at me for leaning forward if I do. Oh god. Let's adjust this a little bit. I apologize to my kids for that because they're probably wake up here. So we're gonna play for an hour, and then we're gonna just stop there and come back probably later today or something. I'll try to play as much as I can on stream. If I can't stream it, I'll try to record it for us and post it later. Without further ado, I'm gonna turn the game volume up a little bit. And I'll keep myself here. Let's go. So excited! Turn the graphics up. I'm gonna turn up to. I mean, 40p is pretty good, but also it drops streams. It's the dropped frames I get during the gameplay. But let's see here. Frame recap. Well, it should be 60. Okay, that's fine. My 2080 Ti should be able to handle this thing at 4K 60. I'm really hoping I have a pre-order for. I pre-ordered the Spectrum. Oh, what's it called? The Eve Spectrum. It's a 144 hertz HDR 600 4K display, and I really want to play on that one. It'd be so cool.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
This game I can do 120 at least, but
establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Let's just try the new ID. No, do custom female.
Please log in to access your profile.
I want her name to be. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna call her Chloe. This is the best name. That's my name. And it's cool. But I'm trying to think of the names to give her. Now I'm just thinking of friends. To call her Larza. Which actually sounds pretty good. But we'd call her. If her name starts with C, then it could be. It could be. What's it called? The CS is kind of like, you know, I don't know, Counter Strikers with that. No, God, the colors are really bad. I'm sorry about that. I think it's because of HDR. 1 second, let me fix that. It's Is there a way for me to fix the HDR stuff? Because you know, it's just like the original game if I didn't say anything. Or like the high contrast. I'm sorry. I shouldn't yawn a mic, I'm sorry. Wait, let's see here. What else? I don't see an option. And it's one of the things where I might have to turn this off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna turn it off and see how it changes things. So I'll be right back. Let's get up here. I'm back, I'm sorry. Thanks, launcher. Let's go to mission B. Let's go here. Let's see me fiddle around with things a little bit. No, but the game went automatically into, I didn't set HDR mode on. That's, you know what? I'm sorry. Just for the sake of time, let's just do it for this one game and I'll fiddle around with that later on. So let me get back into the game right now. I have that. Sorry. I don't have this whole stream switching thing done. And on my iPad down to the whole, like, stream deck. So give it a moment before it pops in. I think it eventually catches up. Well, it's cool, it's an HDR for me, but I'm sorry that it's like, it's really seems overexposed for you guys. Gosh. There's an option to turn off. Calibration, graphics, resolution. There is no at least it's not when it's gameplay. Alright, my turn. Sorry, I'll turn subtitles on for everybody. Auto leveling off. Combat difficulty normal. Legendary mode. Should a veteran? Let's do veteran and let's see how this goes. I mean, I've played this before, but I'm not here entirely for the difficulty. So, power squad usage, offensive power, squad power usage is probably defensive. Keep legendary mode on because for level leveling or level scaling, because I've some people say actually it works out pretty nicely. So let's see how it goes.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
Here we go.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
I think drinking milk during the stream is a bad idea.
Please log in to access your profile.
Oops. Jane sounds so... It's like Jane Doe. It's like we couldn't think of anything. We couldn't think of anything. John was perfectly fine, but Jane Shepherd doesn't sound right. So however, it's like I could go with my Knights of the Republic character name, which is Sunny Dawn. I don't know what to do. That's where I get stuck. Because I don't know what names to give this person. That means it's very easy to just go ahead and say Jane, but... well, welcome to my character creation. It's what we're going to do today. What would be a great name for her? It's where I'm always sitting here and thinking about names, and... I do like this one. Feels like it works. Let's go Eliza. Oh, it is new. I don't remember this part. That's big.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Interesting. Because like in the past it was like
confirm pre-service history.
Thingy. I like this idea.
Confirm psychological profile.
You find yourself facing off with me, forced with your life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemies despite the impossible odds of bravery. Let's say, yeah. The Cruz is also here. To your service. A mission you were on when horribly wrong, trapped in an extreme survival situation. You had to overcome physical torments, psychological stress that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell. And now you alone are left to tell the tale. I think... yeah,
confirm military specialization.
I really do like Infiltrator. Soldier's fun. And here's cool. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Hit the mic. Soldier. Personally, myself, I'm not a soldier, but if I have, I've done the infiltrator role a little bit. Pistols and rifles are nice, or medium armor is pretty cool. Soldier could be fun. I don't see myself. The way I play through games is not as a soldier, but thinking ahead already to where some of the missions are going to be, I am thinking like, alright, Garrus, Tali, Liara is probably where I'm going to specialize, and they'll have, and also, what's her name? Sorry, Ashley. She'll be my soldier. So I'm gonna do infiltrator. I'm not totally on biotics, but I do like
confirm facial identification.
She does have like a little bit of what is it? A wide-eyed look, which is something I've heard critics sorry talk about a little bit with this game. Let's see here. Let's change the appearance. There we go. Let's go back. Right.
Confirm facial identification.
Yeah, so change the appearance a little bit. Already, this is the classic film shop. It's really the classic film shop. Oh, I remember it so much. Alright. Skin tone. I think skin tone's fine. I'm happy about that. Complexion. This is fine. I kind of like the scars a little bit. Maybe not as much, but give him a smaller face. Yeah, they might customize her. That's cute. I like this. I actually like this hair a little bit too. It's way oversaturated in your end, guys. I'm sorry. I'll figure that one out. I'm gonna give her a smaller neck because it's just. Come on, look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! That's good. Head, neck thickness, neck thickness, a smaller face size, give a smaller face, cheek width. In the middle, it's good. Cheekbones. A little bit. Like that. It's good. Cheek gaunt. Give a little bit of a gaunt. Ear size. It's so hard to see the ears, but his hair's cute. Some of his hair options are really good. This was my shop. I love this little bob she has. Alright, we're going with this. But hair color, brow. Let's see here. Eyebrows fine. Let's see here. They should say eyebrows, not just like brow, I guess. Let's see here. Trying to find one. Trying to find one that best matches myself. That's not me. Sorry. It might be better like this, maybe. Actually, it's probably more like this. Probably good. I don't like the emotional feeling I get from her like that. Because it's a little more too thicker brows, but no, it's not. It's maybe closer to here. Hair color. I think the red that they have the default was pretty good. Do we have like a really better color? Like a reddish auburn. The reddish brown. I mean, the default brown's not bad, but let's go with this hair. And when we get to Mass Effect 2, we'll change things there. And I'll make sure I take a screenshot of this code right here as well. eyes. I like the green eyes. It harks back this with the Mass Effect 3 character a little bit, but also I don't know. I feel like the eyes feel fine to me. I don't feel like there's any like need to change so much. Brow seems fine. Brow depth, brow height. It's fine. Brow depth. Bring it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's fine. This is also one thing I found out in Mass Effect Andromeda that was like a lot of people played, at least a lot of the complaints I feel like were geared around Lego fell on the floor. The default character, I never played the default character, and I didn't have any of the issues people had with it when it comes to the character model themselves. Yeah, there was a couple T-pose movements, but the facial animation was perfectly fine. I don't know if it's the fact that there's something inherently different between the custom character versus the default character's animation rig in their face, but I had no issues, so I don't know. I'm happy with her there. Let's change her mouth shape a little bit. No, I'm actually happy with the mouth shape. Depth feels good too. Let's see, she's looking. Maybe just give her a little bit of. That's probably good right there. Chin depth feels good. Jaw feels fine. Chin width feels good. Jaw width. That feels fine. I mean, they can make her a little bit. Just a little bit there. Chin depth is good. I think it's. Just give her a little bit. That's fine. I don't want her to be like a baby face, but I don't want her to be feeling like she doesn't have to be this beauty model, but she's a strong woman, and she has been through quite a lot. Where's the scar? I can't. Oh God. Where's the scar? So bad, but I wish we had like, you know what, we'll go into the scars. I like sometimes having like a scar in like the eyebrow or something like that, like maybe gets like a scar in the cheek or like for something like shrapnel or something, but you know, like, this is not so bad. Gosh, she's a soul survivor. But let's go into the scars. Makeup, blush, give a little bit of a reddish blush, but this makeup there is pretty good. Look at eyeshadow color, lip color. Default's fine. Default's fine. That's good. Nose looks good. Did hair ready, eyes, facial structure, jaw, mouth, makeup, scars, finalize. Taking a picture of the code. Oh. Copy it. Alright. That's better. I always forget to do this. And so I always get to this point where I want to come back to these games until I figure out how the parameters I set, and like Andromeda's one of those things, I don't want to mess it up.
Profile reconstruction complete.
I'm so excited. Let's go. Oh my god. Ask my friend permission to steal her name for this. Okay. Should tell her it's like, I'm sorry, I stole your name. Would you mind? I think Discord's icon is purple. Change a little bit on my OS in this update. It's slightly bluer, let's say. Right. I'm just gonna ask her if I can use her name. If not, then we'll go back and recreate everything. Alright, that's the picture of the character too. It's like god-awful monstrosity. But this is super special.
Identification confirmed.
Yeah, but the tutorial's like it's been a while. Let's do this for now. It'll be annoying for a little bit, but not forever.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
I love his voice.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
That's why I'm in so much.
I'll make the call.
Just talk to the mic. In the year 2048, explorers of Mars discovered the remains of ancient spacefaring civilization that decades had followed. These mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies able to travel to the farthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the air and space and time. It scrolls way too fast to read it. It's so
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
Joker, I love you. You're dead.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination.
I apologize.
The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Oh god, the no time is supposed to shut the camera right there. The mic stopped working.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
Shepard! What a masterpiece.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the
You're gonna
official
die, Kaden.
story. But only an
Just
idiot
heads up.
believes the official story.
I would say, agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network.
I will say this.
I want mission
does
reports relayed back to Alliance brass
Totally
before
feel
we
like
reach
Mass
Prime.
Effect 2.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, let's see here. What's this one? Let's E to talk. Alright, around. That's the airlock. What else we have here?
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna get it.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
Alright, presentation.
The captain's
Alright,
in charge here. He won't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Jenkins. Dr. Shockwave! She's so great. Can't talk to him right now. Not yet. I can't talk to anybody. Yeah, Shockwave. Nope. Not even Jenkins. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to. This feels really good. Like, really clean. Edges and everything just looks so sharp. Hey, big guy. What'd you up to? Said, what are you doing? Sleeping? Alright. Stay in there, relax. If you want to, you can open the other window. If you want to, you can open the other window, let some more cool air come in. It's a little warm in here. But I'll leave it up to you. My son's in the room. Now the kids are all waking up. Alright, he's the one person I can talk to, I guess. Oh no, I'm actually pressing the wrong button. Oh no, it did work.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Better watch whether to hear those pajamas and streaming. Talk. Hey, big guy. All the controllers are there for the Xbox. Talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I would say it's beyond beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your
I don't really
people,
be
hasn't it?
too antagonistic.
Proof that humanity can not only
Yes,
establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Feel as bad as I His face, Anderson's face is not as bad as I remember from the YouTube things. It's actually not. Before in the YouTube videos, it feels very washed out or something. It does look different stylistically, but not so bad. But I know on my stream, because HDR looks really oversaturated. But I'll really get through that, and I'll try and make sure I can fix that for you guys later. Alright, so let's do this. What's going on? I knew it.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't know, he looks fine. Why the secrecy?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation.
Streaming things.
It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Sorry, guys. Why did we tell the council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Why is he here?
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy.
I do love the way
we want more say with the Citadel
look
Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species.
You probably hear my sentence.
We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy.
That's with my gains way too high.
We are an elite group. It's rare to
Down a
find an
little bit
individual
here.
with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Example of when, what's the word? Normal mapping's too much. Like they have too much texture. It's like it's hyper real. And how sometimes having low res textures, maybe like one of those normal maps that are like just like smoother in some ways or smoothed out a little bit more, blends what I feel is more a natural look. Come on, buddy. The more you practice, the better you get. Keep going. Just watch out for those sides.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Who are the races that are in the Attican Traverse? My guess it's the Bartarians, but it might be a mix of other races. We could also be the Sari that are also there. Let's look at
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander.
I really like
You're going in.
Since like facial expressions in this scene, and even my own. feel like there's just like this.
Engaging stealth systems.
Demeanor Revive Shepard.
Somebody was doing some
He's
serious
been here
digging
before.
here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
H the holster. That makes some sense. We're all like. Interesting. Okay. H.
Damn!
Alright.
Oh God, what happened here?
Oh, it does. I can immediately feel the, what's it called? Zoomed in view of this. It feels a little too much. Oops. It's not. Oh, what's the interaction? Oh god. That's probably why I was able to talk to those people earlier, because I was like hitting a button for something. Key bindings, what's the interaction? Equipment's I. Combat. Oh god, why is this not right? So close. Why am I not seeing it? Toggle walk. Oh, I see what it said. Toggle crouch. Use sprint. Spacebar. Oh god, I missed the whole like opening conversation with Shakwas and Jenkins because of this. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I was like, the whole opening conversation with Shakwas, and you learn about Jenkins, about how he's kind of a little bit of, I mean, you saw a little bit from their conversation outside, but I feel a little bad because I missed it. Let's take off for now. Oh, that part of the hard though? You got it. That's the most important part. I know, but at least you got there. You're getting there. Since that's the hardest part before we never ever get here. It's very long. I can actually get here now. Is that you are? This level has a lot to manage. My son's playing Cuphead in the background. And that game frustrates me so much. Alright, so that is very disappointing. I really wanted to have that conversation and get the Renegade, the Paragon points for kind of telling Alenko just. No, it's the other one. Jenkins maybe. She's like to calm down because your dream of like he's very gung-ho about this. It's very like Starship Troopers, kind of going in and kind of like, woo, change the galaxy. Woo. And then like, it's like, you can't just be enthusiastic and be ready. Don't just think about it's a dream of glory and stuff like that. And it's not gonna be that way. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be scary. Alright. Let's go. Oh gosh, it's way too close. Can I change that? Gameplay. No, I can't. Nope. That's unfortunate. We will persevere. This way. Oh god. I'm just now realizing that, what's it called? I love the animations now, like that. Is that... What the... It's, because I'm using my little keyboard. Lovely little... Razer Huntsman Mini. I love this whole thing, but the key bindings for like the weapon changes for all the F keys, and it's a 60% keyboard, so it doesn't have that. Oh god. I might switch back to my tournament edition one that has F keys, F1, the F keys. It's separate. I didn't know if we had a function key. Weird. I'll go back and forth. It's probably quieter too. Because it's the clicky, it's the orange switches. Here? So. Oh, that's not perfect. That felt really good. That's great. Oh, that felt absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna run in shit, but oh my god.
Rip right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
I think Captain's really good at it. Grizzled look to them, and it's I kind of like mage LCD squad needs. Alright, but like I'm
Got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
SE levels. But you did a pretty good job getting there, though, which I'm happy about. You should be happy about that. If you can get consistently to the last stage, that actually says a lot about how much you've gotten better. My target. Z to attack target. Q or E to move to a specific. Okay, so it's like C to call them back. Okay. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right.
Smells like smoke and death.
It does feel that way. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna switch this next part. How do we speed up? The controls for the yeah, my eyes would be pretty wide if I saw that. Perfect.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Yes, are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Talk about some things
Just what I
while we're
remember
trying
from
to
history
look
class
at
back in
stuff.
school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon
Also,
itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the
not
biggest
from
scientific
Avian
discovery
Air,
of the
that's it.
century.
That's right.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a
Yeah,
routine
I'll have to
patrol
talk to this
until the Geth hit us.
investigation, unfortunately, because
We
my
never
son's
knew they
gonna
were
be-
coming.
Alright, let's go.
Move out!
So kind of like disjointed a little bit. Alright, so it's been talent points for any squad members. Okay, let's investigate over here first.
The beacon's at the
Let's go
far
here.
end of this trench.
Alright, light arbor and take all. Let's go over here and grab this one. Our appearance and rounds. Yeah, take all. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here because I kinda have to go get things ready to take my son out to his Saturday abacus class. But I'll try to be back here a little bit later, probably later in the evening or something like that. Because it's a beautiful day, we don't get much sun, so I'll go outside and do some things. But I will be back. Don't worry. Yeah, this is really good. I'm excited to see what's going forward, and then get to the beacon and kind of see how it goes from there. It looks fantastic. I'm actually a little bit more pleased, and honestly, if I can fit around between now and then, I'll probably just see about turning off the HDR if it's possible, if it's on a monitor level or whatnot, because we're finding some compensation for it here on the stream. Because I do apologize for the oversaturation look. It's really dark in some areas, and the colors are popping way too hard. Maybe, ironically, it probably looks more like the original. Oh god. It probably looks more like the original one, unironically. But, I just find it to be way too dark. So, I'll try and solve that too before the next stream if it's possible. If not, I think I'll just try and force HDR to go off and just work with it from there. Alright. I love you guys. I'll see you next stream. Bye.